Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time it's me, Boss with FAMAS, versus Yacine656 on YouTube. I know there's no 6 at the end there, but make sure to check him out. He makes great content. I'm trying to get him to 20k subs by the end of the day, so the day that this video comes out, by the end of it, if he can get to 20k subs, it'll be beautiful, absolutely wonderful. But before we hop into the match, I want to do something a little different. So this is going to be way different than normal. If you don't watch the channel for me, you can just skip ahead a little bit for the gameplay. But I wanted to talk about this because I wanted to make this public so that way I could try to get more help. So when I've been playing these collab matches, it feels like I'm playing as the DB Grinder and not Austin or Boss with FAMAS. And it's been making it really difficult to play because it just puts stress on me. And I'm a completely stress-free person. Nothing I do brings stress except these collab matches. And I'm just worried that me playing these collab matches and being stressed, is that going to translate to my tournament results? At the next YCS, am I going to do bad because I'm stressing? So it's I just wanted to put this out there and ask, is there any other YouTuber that does Yu-Gi-Oh that has had something like this to where they feel like they can play really well when they're not doing anything for YouTube, but the second that they put their YouTube cap on or something, that they just start stressing over the match, even when it's a fun match like this. We made it very clear that this was a fun match. I don't know, I just wanted to throw that one out there. It just feels like when I'm playing, it's not even me playing, because I have a voice in my head that's telling me hey, don't mess up, don't mess up, and then I'm putting my focus on that voice in my head instead of the gameplay. And it's been messing me up a lot. It's been messing with my head the last couple weeks, ever since I started really doing these collabs. It's nothing against the other YouTubers that I've collabed against. If anything, this would be a compliment. But I don't know. Just is there any YouTuber that can help me? Just give me some advice or something. What I'm gonna do to try to improve it is I'm gonna grind DB. You guys are about to see the DB grinder at high rated again. It's been a while. I haven't really been playing too much DB rated on my main account since events have got shut down. Well, I did a lot more back Eldlish format a while ago, but I'm gonna be grinding DB. I'm gonna be doing more collab videos. And I'm going to be doing money matches, and I'll be posting some of those on the channel too. If they're good matches, of course, I'm not just going to post some bad match. But I'm going to try to improve on it. And with that being said, let's hop right into the video. I don't know how long that took, but sorry if it took a little while. But let's hop right in. So we're going to have them win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot. It sucked because right there I was actually trying to pick scissors, and I misclicked. And I was like, wow. But we already knew what decks we were on before this. We had talked about it. So I knew that they were on Cyber Dragon, and they knew that I was on Invoke Dogmatica. I chose to play Invoke Dogmatica because I've been testing this deck the last day and a half now. And I just want to get better with this deck. I feel this is a deck I just want to improve with. So, because if I improve with the deck, playing it, then I can commentate over it better. So that's why I'm playing this. But the opening hand is Nadir's Servant, Ecclesia, Droplet, Nib, Ecclesia. As you can see, a lot of Dogmatica. If I was going second, would have a few going second cards. I have been trying out Droplet. I think the card it's not bad. It's a unique card in this deck. Then they have Emergency, Prosperity, Core, Ice Dragon's Prison, and Dino-Miscus. So, no going second cards. The Cyber Dragons are kind of going second cards. But not a bad hand. Definitely not a bad hand. I'm going to start off with Nadir's Servant. I was trying to just bait a hand trap there. And then summon Ecclesia, grab Punishment. Because I didn't really care about Nadir's Servant resolving. And then go search out Knight. Then summon Ecclesia, use that effect. That's going to go search Punishment. I put Punishment higher than Nadir's Servant because I'm not going to go for Maximus against a deck I know for a fact has Nova in its extra deck. There's no way I was doing that right there turn 1. Then end phase, Ash, grab Maximus, pass play, draw Cyber Dragon. Then activate Emergency, that's going to go search out Hertz. And then special summon out Cyber Dragon, normal summon Core, effect. And then on effect, I use Droplet. And I got rid of the Ecclesia from hand because I have no more targets in deck for Ecclesia. Also, I wanted to have a Dogmatica on board for Knight. I wasn't really sure what Cyber Dragon was doing in 2021 exactly. I had somewhat of an idea. But he's wild with the deck. And I was just like, I was respecting him as an opponent. Sometimes you have to do that. Then battle phase, Cyber Dragon attack Ecclesia. Here I was thinking in main phase, I was like, if I punishment in main phase and he chains the like fusion spell, like the quick play, and then summons, I can drop Knight because it's main phase. But then I was also like, oh, that plays in the Talons. And I was like, what are the odds he's playing that? What are the odds he drew it? I was really stressing right here. I'm not even gonna lie. This deck was like crazy. And then Elder Pop Core, obviously. Main phase 2, Prosperity. That's gonna banish 3. Let's look at these. I haven't actually watched over the replay yet, so I haven't seen like all this, but not bad. It's cool how like these cards are so good, especially against like my invoked engine like Makaba. Oh, Fortress is nice. But out of those 3, they're going to take the Cyber Emergency and then put back Deinamiscus and Prosperity. Then set Deinamiscus, Ice Dragon's Prison, pass play, draw Nadir Servant. It's a decent draw there. It's not like an insane draw. Banish Elder for Maximus effect, bring itself out. And then on summon thinking, they were thinking, and then I use Maximus effect, and I already know that like Nova's in the extra deck, right? Like I had stated that previously. I send Omega and App Cologne, then they send Nova and Elder. So now I'm gonna get App Cologne 1, Nova 2, Elder 3. That's gonna pop Ecclesia, bring out Makaba, and then search Schism. Then I discard Nib. It felt like this card wasn't really good versus him. Kind of like thought it was like more of like a trap heavy build after like I saw like that turn 1. So I wasn't really sure exactly what to expect, you know. I'm not even like that good with this deck against meta. Like I'm better than average, but I'm not like super good. But against like Cyber Dragon, man, like I don't know how I'm supposed to like play it out. Then activate Nadir Servant, chain Makaba to negate. And right there, that was probably the biggest misplay of the whole match. Or no, actually, that was the second biggest misplay of the whole match. I was supposed to just chain Knight there. Obviously, if we like look here, like Ice Dragon's Prison could have been chained. But still, that doesn't make up for my misplay. See, like, I don't know. I don't want to like speak on it too much again, but it's like I have a voice in my head that's talking to me, and I'm focusing on that voice instead of the actual match that I'm in, which is why I need to solve that problem, because otherwise I'm just going to become a bad player. Like in a few of these collabs, like I'm looking like a grade A bot, low rated DB grinder. So I definitely am going to improve 100%. Don't even get it twisted. It said right here, said I feel you. Oh yeah, the Cyber Dragon matchup did have me scared. Said, don't worry, I'm probably more stressed than you at the moment. Nah. Nah, not even close. Like 100% not even close. Said, like I said, my first match since 2019. Yeah, he told me that he hasn't played Cyber Dragon in a long time. That made me feel a little bit better. But also a little bit worse because then I was losing to someone that hasn't like played the deck since 2019. But it says, thank heavens it's just a friendly match. Facts. Yeah, 100%. Like all the collabs I do are just friendly matches. You know, if there's no like prize behind it, it's really just like a friendly match. Then Knight effect, chain Ice Dragon's Prison, banish Ecclesia and Max, and then right there they said, wait, I'm such an imbecile, crap. Sounded so weird to say out loud. Said, what happened? I'll let you take it back if you want. Yeah, like again, this is just a friendly match. I feel like it's better for the misplays to be taken back so that way you guys get more out of it. And it says, doesn't your floor still get summoned? And I said, yeah. Then right there I summoned it. I thought we were about to take that back, which is why I wasn't like summoning the knight there. But then it says, yeah, I'm not going to use the ice. I said, alright, bet, that's fair enough. So I put the Ecclesia back, knight comes out, negate Macabre, and then battle phase attack, and then obviously Ice Dragon's Prison is going to get used there at the start of battle phase to banish. Don't want to use it like on the attack, because then this is just going to go and gang attack for no reason. And then Omega effect on the core. Then set Schism, pass play, and I did that because I wasn't sure if I was going to be going into like a construct and sending. Also, Hertz can add back core from graveyard since it's Cyber Dragon and Grave. I'm not the best with Cyber Dragon cards, but I somewhat know like the basic ones just because I played like Cyber Dragon Orcust and I've played against Cyber Dragon before. A lot of times actually. Deck's been out for so long. Draw Dinomischus. Then battle phase, attack over Maximus. And right here was, again, just my mind was just not working. In the main phase, I should have used Schism to try to bring out Construct and send this. But for some reason, I was like, oh, you know, they have Emergency in hand. I'm just going to get punished for doing that. But they had discarded it for Macabre. And I realized this like 2 turns later. And it was just bad. But, you know, here we can see, like, they have a trap in hand. So, again, wouldn't have mattered. But it doesn't make it right for me misplaying. Not trying to, like, justify my misplays. I know they're bad. And then pass turn, draw Terraforming. I felt good with that draw. I was like, ooh, wee. This is a perfect draw. Go search Meltdown. Then activate Meltdown. I know the card in hand's Hurts because they had searched it early on, or I would have Schism there before to bring out Construct the Send to make it so that way none of this could get negated. Search Alistair, and then right here, I was about to flip the Schism to go send the Macabre before summoning Alistair, and then they Dinomischus the Meltdown before I search Alistair, and then Hurts, add back Cyber Dragon. And then pass play, draw Cyber Dragon Core. He says, I love myself. Ah ha ha. And I knew I lost there. I knew I had already lost that game, like even without that top deck. The Macabre was just, it was strong. It just felt like I was in a losing position. Search Overflow, and then go battle phase, poke. Not a whole bunch of damage, but a solid amount. And then set Overflow, pass turn, draw Droplet. And then here I was like, yeah, I lose. I shouldn't even set that. I remember after I set it, I was like, wow, now I'm just playing like a bigger bot than I already was. Because I could have held this in hand because realistically, I would need to beat this Macabre at some point in the game. So I should have kept this in case if like next turn I top deck Alistair, then I'd be able to do something. Then pass play, draw Naster. I hate this card. Everyone played this in Cyber Dragon Orcust at like 2 or 3 ofs, and they're just like, wow, this card was insane. And I played 1 of it, and I used its effect, I'm not kidding, I think 1 time at like 3 different events. And then the target got called by it. Twice. Not once. Twice. Alright, I used it 1 match, twice in 1 tournament. I remember, this is the last round of Swiss, and I thought I was going to be doing like the big brain play because I used it on Infinity. They chain called by. I knew they had called by too because like the sets were stayed set for a little bit. And then I Galatea shuffled back Infinity. Next turn I tried Naster summoning back Nova so I could summon the Infinity I had just put back. But then they called by the Nova too, and I was like, oh wow. Well, that plan doesn't work. Tribute summon for Cyber Dragon, and then in main phase I'm going to try to use Schism. Chain Dinomischus on Schism, and then I chain Droplet. And then right there is saying, hold up, let me use my calculator real quick. Then battle phase, poke, and then this is halved. So I'm at 750, then my turn, draw Gamma, and then I show the top deck and then scoop, because obviously that Gamma's not going to do anything there. If you're in like a real match, you shouldn't show the top deck. But again, this is more of a friendly. Said, oh dang, time for you to win 2 straight. I don't think any top deck was giving me the dub there. Oh, definitely not. Like, an Nadir Servant would have been decent, but not good enough. And good luck. Opening hand is Imperm, Nadir Servant, Invocation, Meltdown, Harpy's Feather Duster. I took out Gamma and Nib, and I just needed cards to put in, because it felt like his deck was not special summoning 5 times in one turn. And then the Gamma would obviously just be dead if I'm going first. So I had to put in some not so great going first cards in this matchup. Then they have Trap Trick, Core, Dino-Miscus, Overflow, Strike. Whole bunch of traps and then Core. But I activate Meltdown, go and search Alistair. Obviously there's no responses here. And then summon Alistair, effect, grab Invocation, link into the Amirage, and then link into the Secure Gardener. Invocation, that's going to banish, bring out Makaba in defense. And then Invocation, grab Alistair, shuffle the deck, and then Nadir Servant, dump the Ash Dragon, and then go search Ecclesia. I'm not going to go for like a Maximus play or something like that. I actually think I sided it out. I don't remember. This was like... No, I don't think I sided it out. This was like literally like 10 minutes ago. Like this match was finished, and then like 10 minutes passed and I started recording. So I feel like I should remember, but I just don't. Ecclesia, search Punishment, and then set Punishment, and then Imperm, End Phase, Ash to add Night. Said so Punishment and Schism set. Haha, they thought. Then pass, draw Overflow. Overflow is a cool trap. I like it in the Cyber Dragon deck, like at least as a one-of. Like in the trap build, obviously you can play more. But like even like combo builds, I still think like one of this is just nice. But set 5, pass, draw Schism, and this is the biggest misplay of the whole match. Right here, I was thinking, I was like, man, I can like summon Alistair, search, but I have no lights. And I was like, if I summon Alistair, TT can get flipped on that summon. And then like I could go for another Makaba, but is that really worth it? And I just, again, so just voices in my head. That makes me sound crazy. But I was like, alright, yeah, I was just focusing on Alistair. I just had Harpy's Feather Duster. And I just wasn't using it. Poke for 15. This is like people not using Droll in my replays. It just, you hate to see it. Then Makaba, poke for 25, flip Dino-Miscus, and then there I chain the Makaba, getting rid of Schism, and then chain Strike. And I was like, alright, that's solid. Traded like 3 cards for like the 1 Schism pretty much, because like the Makaba was free because I still have the Alistair. And then yep, still discard because the Dino-Miscus wasn't negated. Then summon Alistair in main phase 2. That's going to go search Invocation. Then activate Invocation, chain Overflow. That's going to pop Imperm. And then banish. They did that because otherwise I'd be banishing Core off Invocation. Then go for Makaba. Invocation, add back Alistair. Then pass turn, draw Compulse. Ooh, the spice. Then they admit defeat. So now going on to game 3, they're going to make me go first. Obviously they're on like a going second deck. Opening hand is Droll, Nadir Servant, Ecclesia, Judgment, Nadir Servant. The Dogmatica engine loves me. But I would rather draw like 3 Dogmatica cards than like 3 invoked cards, I feel like. So, bless up. Then they have D-Barrier, Emergency, Strike, Unending Nightmare, Dino-Miscus. Crazy because last game there was 4 traps and the starter was in the same spot. But I'm going to start off with Nadir Servant. Again, just trying to bait hand traps. And then add Night. Normal summon Ecclesia, effect, add Punishment. Like literally the same play as game 1. Then set Judgment, Punishment, End Phase, I get to add Ecclesia off of the Ash. Then pass turn, draw Hurts. Gonna go activate Emergency. That's gonna search out Cyber Dragon Core. And then I activate Droll on that Resolution. And then set some traps. Pass turn, draw Prosperity. This card's nice. This card's actually insane in this deck. Summon Ecclesia, effect, search out Maximus. And I was just going to use it as a body this game. And that's what I ended up doing with it. And then poke. I figured like having a Maximus in deck would be better than having like a Droll. Like the third Droll. Because it like the third Droll you have to hard draw for it to come up. And then Maximus, I can search it. It's another body to try to go for game. And I wanted to like apply pressure against this deck. It seemed like a trap deck. And against trap decks, you don't even have to like combo. This deck doesn't really combo. You just have to like get damage on board and just constantly apply pressure. And it feels like you can win. Because the trap cards like usually trade like 1 for 1. Sometimes like a 1 for 2. But if you can just like keep pushing, usually do good. And then it's like it's really good for Ecclesia to have another target. Then Prosperity, that's going to banish 3. And then out of those, I take Imperm. Looking at the banished, I didn't have Schism in my deck this game. Shouldn't have even been in my deck the game before either. It was just there for like Macabre, and I was like, oh, this is just not worth it. I think Ariel's better, and that's why Ariel's in my deck this time. Also, the Imperm was risky because I knew they had Core, and if I Imperm Core and then they chain the Cyber Dragon Trap, it's like, it can be kind of risky. But had that, and then they draw Trap Trick. I'm gonna summon Core, I'm gonna Imperm. I'm fairly certain the Cyber Dragon Trap doesn't banish for cost, right? I don't even remember. I should have read up on Cyber Dragons a little bit more before this match. For sure. It's been so long. But I Impermanent, then set Trap Trick, pass, and then this time we ain't missing it, boys. This time we ain't missing it. Go main face, Harpy's Feather Duster for 5. Had to hit him with that little smile. Said, holy. Said, in before waking is set ×3. Dynamiscus Ecclesia, Chain D Barrier, Call Fusion, and then gonna get the Hertz effect. That's gonna go search Cyber Dragon. Then here I banish Ash to bring out Maximus. Again, just using it as a body here. Beat over Core and then attack with Ecclesia directly. I felt really good in this position. Add Ear Servant, send App Cologne, add Ecclesia, then App Cologne, add Ariel, and then send it. Ariel effect, that's going to banish 3 out of the grave. Then pass play, draw Emergency. Gonna activate Emergency, search Core, and then special summon Cyber Dragon, normal summon Core effect. That's gonna go add the Overload Fusion. And then Cyber Dragon, attack Ecclesia, flip Punishment, send Elder, pop both, and then Judgment the Fusion. And then that's game, obviously, because they're on 0 cards, and I just have game on board. But right here, hold up. I said, no lie, if you watch it from my point of view, you're going to call me a bot. 100%. Like, if you don't think I'm a bot from this gameplay, like, there's a problem. Because, like, I played really, really, really bad. But, again, make sure to subscribe to him on YouTube. And make sure to subscribe to me. This is going to be on both of our channels, actually. He's going to upload his perspective. I'm going to upload my perspective. Obviously, I'm uploading my perspective. If you're watching this, I'm dumb. But, right here, we're just saying that, yeah. Like, we're uploading it. But, again, I just want to say it again. I'm going to try to get rid of, like, the stress from, like, playing against, like... It's only when I play as, like, the DB grinder. Like, if I play on an alt, perfectly fine. I don't know. Gotta improve that somehow for sure though, cause like I'm not a bad player. Like I know I'm not. Like if I play against really good players and I just play as like me, myself, and I, like Austin, I do pretty good. I do pretty good. My win-loss rate is pretty solid. I would say so myself, up there. But I just really want to improve it before like YCSs and stuff, cause I want to top the first YCS back. I think that'd be pretty awesome. So I'm gonna be doing, again, like I said, I'm gonna be grinding DB. I already somewhat started it. You guys can't see it under my face, but I'm at 233 rating. I know it's like really low rating for like grinding DB, but I'll be up there. Just wait, just wait. I'm gonna play a few matches a day for sure, like every day, a few matches. Yesterday I actually played a really good match versus BA. Insane game 3. Insane. Like I almost came back and won a game 3 that should have been like impossible to win. And I got to the point to where like if I top deck good, like either 2 turns in a row, I won the game if I drew an Alistair. And I know you might be like, oh, but you had to like top deck something good, but like I was able to put myself in a position to have the possibility of winning. And that's a really good position to be in. From, losing to like a chance of winning. I like that. But again, I'm going to improve. I know I've said this 30 times this video, but it's been stuck in my head this morning the last like hour and a half, so I'm just like releasing it onto you guys, the fans. I appreciate you guys. Check out my Discord if you haven't. I've really been enjoying Discord. I didn't like it before I had my own channel because I just saw it as like another way to like text when like there's so many other things that everybody already has. So I didn't like the idea of Discord, but I like it now. I'm going to be hosting a tourney on it most likely Friday. Most likely. It could end up being a day before that, but 99% sure it's going to be on Friday. It's going to have a $5 entry, 16-person tourney. I'm not sure what the winner's going to win yet. Probably just like all the money. But that's going to be more of like a test run tourney. And then I'm going to be hosting way bigger tourneys. I just want to run a test run tourney on the Discord to make sure it's all like set up right before I try to run a big tournament so it doesn't like come out being really bad. But with that all being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day.